and we're here to celebrate life. This is the Torch Run for Life, where each of our runners had an organ transplant and handed it off to one another, symbolizing that transplantation works.
One of the reasons I came to Juniata is because they offered me assistance for the financial aid. And the first person I came in contact in the finance office was a lady named Hilda Nathan, who had been there for a long time. And I think she sort of took interest in me because we had the same last name, even though we weren't related. I happened to take an internship at the local hospital in Johnstown and spent 10 weeks there rotating through different departments. And what struck me was how medicine, in some respects, dehumanizes people. I think that sort of was a precursor to what I do today in dealing with families and people in crisis and people who need care.
Sipo Temba was Sipo's full name, which meant gift of hope, which came from South Africa. And Sipo was 22 years old. He graduated from the University City High School, and he went on to Kutztown. He played football, and he was just an overall good person. And at his funeral, it was over 350 people that attended. One of the grief councils called and asked me to come and speak, to share my story. I am able to stand before people and share my story. Oh, yes. I tell the sad part, but there is a second part. The second part is when I see recipients doing so well. I was just happy that the Gift of Life gave me a chance to talk about a little bit about Sipo. He was a good guy.
When I took the job at Gift of Life, it was just two people, and our job was very unique. It was really on the cutting edge of medicine, and what's happened is transplantation just exploded. It's one of the most successful operations there is, and I've been a part of that for over 30 years. And now Gift of Life is the largest organ donation and transplant program in the world.
Howard was the first soldier, and we wanted to be part of the Army. So maybe he made us feel so special that we were gonna do that. We did feel that way, and maybe that was just because he did.
I'm still involved day to day with clinical transplantation. Just this past weekend, my team and I, helping them, we did 11 transplants in 36 hours.
So the nurse over at Episcopal called in from the emergency department. This gentleman was a 67-year-old who collapsed in the street.
It's sort of following that whole procedure, which can often take 24 to 30 hours time, of one person shepherding this process from consent to lab testing to medical management to the matching, to the surgery, to preservation, to transportation, to follow-up with the donor family. It's a fascinating process that literally gives me chills when I think about it.
I had the surgery at 3 o'clock in the morning. The following day when I woke up, I didn't realize how bad I had felt because I felt so much better. I believe Howard has done just a wonderful job in what he has dedicated his life doing.
What's exciting about being here at Gift of Life is the number of lives that have been saved and changed. More than 26,000 people have received organ transplants, and more than 250,000 people received tissue transplants. That's a lot of people whose lives have been changed and saved because of the gifts of other people.
Howard Nathan is a wonderful, wonderful person. He's just magnificent because he nurtures the donor families and the recipients. They can volunteer and give back. The donor families are put on pedestals like they're heroes, and their lives are changed forever also. They're given second chances. And I thank Howard Nathan many times because his staff is like pure angels, because they stand in that gap between life and death.